On the floor for the visiting Detroit Pistons. At shooting guard, R.J. Hampton. At the other guard position, John Wall. At power forward, Marvin Bagley III. At center, DeAndre Ayton. At the other forward position, Bob Natalicki. The head coach of the visiting team is Dwayne Casey. And now, the starting lineup for your Milwaukee Bucks. The man in the middle, 7 feet 7 inches, number 34, the Greek Freak, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Starting at power forward, 7 feet 7 inches, number 7, Ursa Ilyasova. At the other forward position, 7 feet 7 inches, number 18, Yogos Kalitzakis. Starting at shooting guard, 7 feet 7 inches, number 12, Grayson Allen. The other guard, 7 feet 7 inches, number 3,
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, along with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. Our reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, guys, the Bucks are one of the league's powerhouses, and you ask Giannis, and they're not going anywhere. He said, quote, "We're going to do this for a long time, the next 5, 10 years, whatever the case may be." Drew Holiday said, quote, "There's going to be consistency building together over the years." Brian, there are no signs of letting up.
None. Thanks, Allie. And a chance to see the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Always fun to see where everyone in the league stands. You look at the Warriors, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
When I look at the Bucks, they've definitely made a statement here in the early going, outpacing some teams that were projected to be better, owning that top spot and defending it with honor.
A look at the starting group for the Pistons. Hampton is out there with John Wall. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. Then it's Marvin Bagley. And for the Bucks,
You have to think with this Pistons squad that all eyes are on the future as opposed to the here and now. Young guys focused on reaching their potential.
Pass to Kalitzakis. Shoots over Ayton. Kalitzakis with a bucket.
You know, this is what happens when you combine center size with developing point guard skills. Giannis running the offense to perfection right there.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Antetokounmpo for 3. Hits the three-pointer. So where do you see the ceiling for this younger Pistons team as they continue to grow?
You know, B.A., it's always difficult to predict the limits of a team. But as long as they continue to steadily develop, they can become a unit with playoff potential.
Shooting for Detroit, R.J. Hampton. Shooting 1.
And so he hits the technical free throw. And we're about a minute into the first. Bagley for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Here's Kalitzakis. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
It's stolen away. Here we go. Here's Baker. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
And, you know, when you've got a chance to put a team away early, you got to take it.
Now here's Wall. Really struggled in the loss against Milwaukee. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Here in the first quarter, with about 2 minutes gone by, sinks it from distance. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bucks.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
You know, he's almost the perfect defensive player. He's got length and strength, and he's athletic. Giannis plays the game hard all the time, too, which is impressive.
Detroit calls timeout.
One more time for your forward
Let's see how last year's top scorers stack up on the 2K leaderboard. Second is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
This is a guy who never took a night off. You look at his numbers and you know that he put in a tremendous effort every single game.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Pass to Hampton. Back to Wall. Here's Ayton. Clock at 6. That's tipped and stolen by Antetokounmpo. Rips down the breakaway slam.
That giant wingspan of Antetokounmpo, man, wreaking havoc on opposing players and really mucking up passing lanes too, man. He can be everywhere with that ferocious motor and those long arms.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
And, you know, that involves pounding it inside, getting as many points as you can right at the rim. That demoralizes a team.
Lets the three fly. And another three for Milwaukee.
Wow, on fire. They haven't missed a shot so far.
To the paint. Another steal. Here's Kalaitzakis. He has 7. Drills it from deep. 10 points for him.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And they were top 15 in the NBA in second chance scoring. It wasn't a weak point for them, but it also wasn't one of their strengths either.
And their top 10 ranking in points off turnovers jumps out at me. You love to see a team that's so quick to the strike after a great defensive play. They fed off their defense. Milwaukee on D. Oh, they get a hand on it. And it's going to be out of bounds. And coach is sure it should be going the other way. He's challenging the out-of-bounds violation. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it. And depending on the ref's angle, an out-of-bounds violation is an easy call to get wrong.
The previous play is under review.
Quick to confirm on the monitor.
Yeah, it's one of the main reasons the coach's challenge is in.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
Evidence on an out-of-bounds call. And the ruling has been made. They're going to uphold the original call on the out-of-bounds violation.
And as a coach, it stings to lose a timeout on a failed challenge. But it's a risk worth taking to make absolutely sure that you're not going to lose a possession on a blown call.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Allen.
Pistons ball.
Just 5 to shoot. Another steal. In transition. Here they come.
So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Here's Wall, following the score by Milwaukee. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball call.
In transition, here come the Bucks. And Giannis with the dunk.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
From the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. They defeated Detroit in their last game.
Oh, man, they were in total control. Really doing anything they wanted. It was that level of dominance.
And, you know, everything seemed to just kind of flow naturally for them. Felt like they were in a groove from the opening tip.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Perhaps the best trait of Giannis, his loyalty card.
Love that about him, B.A. We've seen others test those free agent waters. No begrudgment there, but not Giannis. Stayed in Milwaukee, a small market team, signing an extension in 2020, and then led the Bucks to that 2021 title. The Greek Freak didn't need to get to a super team to get a ring. He birthed and led a super team right where he was.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Here's Baker. Knocks down the triple. 18 points for him.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Here's Hampton. Back to Wall. 6 to shoot to the left wing. No good. A bit long that time.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Oh, got that one up quick.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Now here's Wall. Pass to Bagley. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's the break. A good look from Allen. Another one falls for Milwaukee.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
The shot by Hampton, no good. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow? They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Baker. Finished off the break. 20 points for him.
He's rolling. The best start to a game you could hope for.
Talk about putting up points in a hurry. He can't miss right now.
And stolen by Ilyasova. And he dunks it down.
You know, Ilyasova is a sneaky, deceptive defender coming up with the steal there.
Detroit has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Knocked loose. Pass to Bagley. Here's Hampton, looking to end the drought. Antetokounmpo grabs the board.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Allen's got 6 points.
And he couldn't get an easier shot. The defense right now just looks defeated.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Kalaitzakis with the bucket.
Another turnover leads to another bucket at the other end.
And we all know miscues can really be game-changing. Pretty much the most damaging play you can make is giving the ball to the other team without your defense being set.
They've got the 5-on-3 advantage. Here's Ilyasova. The shot from the low post is good. 6 points for him.
You know, even with the contact, Ilyasova knocks it down. Longtime vet has seen a lot in his day, unfazed there.
Ball for 3. It doesn't go for him, and Milwaukee will come the other way. Here's Baker. Turned in an outstanding game against Detroit. Allen against Wall. Fires the three. Milwaukee with the rebound.
He's been off this whole period. Unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Timeout called. Milwaukee.
It's time to get loud. Welcome your forward crew to the floor.
And a new group getting ready for the Pistons. Cousins, he's checked in for Ayton. Stewart comes in for Bagley. Diallo's checked in for Hampton. And it's Burks in for Wall. Jordan with the bucket.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Diallo outside. Pass to Stewart. On the wing, Burks. Detroit, no good that time either. And the Bucks with possession. Green for three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
2 open that time. Made it look easy. He's got 25.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Pass to Diallo. And pushing it up now, Milwaukee. Bucks again in transition. He was all alone on that one.
All these turnovers keep them at a constant disadvantage on the defensive end.
We're seeing that here tonight. I mean, so many of their mistakes and miscues have resulted in easy baskets the other way because their defense can't get set.
There's 39 seconds left in the first quarter here.
And I just love the energy they've showed on the defensive side of the ball, especially inside where they're putting up some major resistance.
And that's always your first priority defensively, and I think they're doing a nice job.
Now here's Burks. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. And he drives in. Can they get it? Cousins can't hit.
Kevin, you can understand the shot selection. I mean, he wanted to go back at him and just came up short on the triple.
Jordan with the bucket.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And so it's Milwaukee making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. And
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your...
we welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And quite a position here for the Bucks to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Setting the floor for Detroit. They've got Alec Burks. DeMarcus Cousins is out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Amadou Diallo. Burks no good. Milwaukee with the ball. You know, for this Bucks team, they seem to play together as well as any team we've seen recently.
Yeah, this team has a bunch of players who complement each other very well. And they've got so many different ways that they can play on the floor. That's what makes them so successful. Well, that and Giannis.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo has won MVPs, Defensive Player of the Year, and a championship. But he says, quote, I am not satisfied. As the leader of this team, that's the tone I set. I don't care about trophies. I care about getting better, and that's what I've done my entire career. Brian, he stays focused.
Nose to the grindstone, Allie. Thanks for that. No good on the three. Milwaukee has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. From deep, Jordan counted from distance. Jordan's got 7.
Showing some nice touch from the perimeter. The defense has to respect Jordan's three-point shot, or he'll make him pay.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Outside Burks. Pass to Diallo. Green with the ball. Diallo picks him up. In transition. Here come the Bucks. And the jam by Ilyasova.
Well, I tell you something here now. Ilyasova has deceptive athleticism, and I think it catches defenders off guard because if he gets around that rim, he's ready and looking to throw it down.
Here's Burks. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. The Bucks have gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. Basket's good.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Cousins. Picked by Stewart. Nabbing another steal.
Got to be careful around him.
Man, he's been incredible at coming up with steals. Here's Baker. Takes the 3. Knocks it down from distance. Give him 35.
And give them credit for cashing in on the turnovers they've caused.
Converting them into points is what they've done, and that's been a big factor in this game, guys.
Here's Diallo. 5 on the clock. Puts it up from 12. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold, this one. Man.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. And a look now at the Detroit Pistons' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Donovan Mitchell and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Monday, they'll host the Oklahoma City Thunder. Ball with it, now guarded by Ilyasova. To the inside, and the jam by Ilyasova.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket. Huge size disadvantage for the defense. You might as well just get out of the way when that's the case.
The Pistons have got nothing to go in this quarter. 0 for 5. It's Hampton on the wing. Shot to end the cold streak. No luck on that one. Milwaukee goes the other way with it. Last time they met was right here. And
All right, young fella, I see you out there, rookie, reminding this crowd that he has arrived. Jordan with the big-time jam.
Outside Wall. Knocked away. Green with the ball. Checked by Wall. And it's hammered home by Green.
And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
And they're running. Here's Baker. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
Wall attacking. Takes one from 10 feet. Rebounded by Lopez.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought.
Oh, my
I mean, just went hard on that one, B.A.
Michael Jordan, MJ. It really doesn't get much better than this.
Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Stewart. Now here's Wall. Now Ayton. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Lopez. And it's Lopez with the jam.
Boy, looking to add to his highlight reel that time, the big fella. Lopez showing you a little extra athletic ability for a big guy.
Wall drawing the double. Down low. Here's Ayton. And good on the 7-footer. Ayton's gotten his first basket of the night.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers. They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half, quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Wall, the pass to Ayton. And here's Wall. There's the triple. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he's shot so poorly.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
This first half has been all him. He's getting to his spots and going to work.
Now here's Wall. Pass to Ayton. Here's Stewart. Outside Wall. Beyond the arc. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
He came out today planning to do as much. Oh, my goodness! Disrespectful. I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
And the Bucks with some changes. Kelishvili checked in for Lopez. Bryant comes in for Jordan. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Green. On the wing, Bryant launches it. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
From deep, inside, outside, all levels, Kobe can flat out get it done.
To stop the run. And that one hits the back iron.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
And we're going to have a jump ball.
Violation. It'll be a jump ball.
Here's Baker, and he's got 41 now. Shoots over Wall. Again, Milwaukee!
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
And that one drops.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
Pass to Ayton. Back to Wall. Launches a 3. He can't get it to go, so Milwaukee will take it the other way. Here's Kelishvili. He's covered by Ayton. That one's good for 2.
Leaving absolutely nothing on the table right now. Their focus and execution has been outstanding.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Bucks.
It's always fun seeing the electric John Wall at the point. I mean, he's got a skill set that's really suited to running a high-speed NBA offense.
Bagley's checked in for the Pistons.
With an assertive, confident attitude. I mean, Holiday knew as the pass was coming his way that he was going to catch it and let it go quickly.
For 3, Hampton. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
And teams have to tailor their defense knowing that Wall is going to be running the break.
Well, the thing that makes Wall special to me, B.A., is his blow-by ability. His speed, his passing, his decision-making combined, but it's that blow-by ability that sets him apart when he's healthy. Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Ayton finds Bagley. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Here's Ilyasova. Again, Milwaukee!
Nice use that time of the mid-range area of the floor from Ilyasova. His stroke, so nice.
Here's Ayton, and Ayton with the stuff.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and one foot.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and focused right now. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks. I'm here now with Dwayne Casey. Coach, how do you assess your shot selection and your decision-making offensively?
Well, we had some good looks. We just got to make sure we keep our poise and composure and knock them down. We had some good looks. We knew they were going to come out with a lot of juice, a lot of speed, a lot of quickness. We made some mistakes defensively, not matching up quick enough. So, again, we got to keep our composure and stay with our game plan defensively.
Good luck. Thank you, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And, folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Welcome to the 2K Sports Studio. Off the top, let's take a gander at the Players of the Month. What do you think about our Eastern Conference winner?
When it comes to running the offense, he's been exceptional, making smart play calls and setting the tempo.
He is definitely the leader they need him to be, and the production speaks for itself. And moving on to our current game, it was not the first half that fans were hoping to see for the Detroit Pistons.
They've been struggling to get shots in general, but down low, they've been paper soft. Hate to say it. Giving up way too many easy looks. If they can't protect the rim more effectively in the second half, it's going to be a long ride home.
Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We've got Drew Holiday. Their son Ilyasova is out there with Kobe Bryant. And it's Mamu Kelishvili in at the 5 spot. And that's the group from Mike Budenholzer as we begin the second half. Good on the shot.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
Holiday from long range sinks the tray. Holiday's got 9 points.
They're really pushing the pace and wasting no time in transition.
And, you know, when the defense doesn't have time to set up, it really does make scoring a lot easier.
Pass to Bagley. And stolen by Ilyasova. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Holiday up top. The 3 is up. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
Their transition defense has been porous. They're getting run over.
You know, it's okay to give up a few if you're getting them back on the other end, but that hasn't been the case here.
For 3, Hampton. That shot is off. Now the Bucks take it the other way. And Bryant gets it to go. 12 points for him.
Well, it's been a great start for this offense here in the second half. 4 for 4.
Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bryant. And the Bucks making a change here.
Substitution for your Bucks, Grayson Allen. Baker.
Here's Wall. To the middle. Shot clock at 6. They need this. Nice D from Allen.
Starting slow in this half. 0 for 3 so far.
The Pistons have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite, and with this position.
Oh, wow! Oh,
watch out below.
Big finish.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
And, you know, the lead just keeps growing. I mean, this game is not going to get out of their grip. They're going to keep pulling away.
Wall, the pass to Bagley. Out to the right wing. Pass to Aiden. Got a hand on it.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've
Bad intentions.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
The open shot by Wall. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Milwaukee has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Mamukelashvili.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline.
Yet another steal from him.
Steal after steal, he's been everywhere.
Just an historic pace. He's approaching third most steals for a game.
It's been a perfect start coming out of the half. I mean, you have to really love the execution.
Pass to Aiden. Aiden gets a double team. And out of bounds. The Bucks will take it. And with a pause in the action, here we have the best rebounding teams from last year. The Bucks, second.
And they, of course, have a style of play that is all about physicality. I mean, they love to embrace the contact out on the court. But the possession game for them is always pivotal.
An absolute bully in the lane. Nothing the smaller defender could do there.
And so it's Detroit with it. Here's Hampton. Out left to the wing. Trying to get back on track. And it's Ilyasova with the rebound. Ilyasova's got 7 rebounds. Oh, big time right there.
Ilyasova doing a nice job there finding his open teammate. Just a really good play that time.
And last season, the NBA mourned the passing of Hall of Famer Bob Lanier. He played his first decade with the Pistons.
A sad loss for the NBA. Now, he represented them 7 times as an all-star. But for all his greatness on the court, he'll be remembered just as much for the work he did off the court as the league's global ambassador.
Stewart, he's checked in for the Pistons. Burks comes in for Hampton. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the Pistons focusing on improving their scoring. Coach Dwayne Casey said, quote, "This is an offensive league. In today's game, you've got to be able to shoot the 3 because you can't make enough 2s to win. It's tough to defend the 3, so you've got to keep that scoreboard moving." Back to you.
Floor spacing at a premium, Allie. Thank you. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
His play is a big reason why they're ahead. He hasn't missed a shot all night.
In transition, here come the Bucks. And it's Allen who slams it home.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Here's Baker. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Pistons. The Pistons making a switch here. Diallo's checked in. And here's Wall to halt the run. The rebound by Allen. Fires from deep. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And again, the Pistons missing. Allen on the wing. The 3. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Back to Wall. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. And Milwaukee has possession. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Cousins, he's checked in for the Pistons.
Now into the lineup for the Pistons, DeMarcus Cousins.
Diallo finds Wall. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Bucks.
If this quarter is any indication, he's not going to be the guy to turn this game around in their favor. Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
They just can't stop this run.
And honestly, the more empty trips they have, the more they feel the pressure.
Here's Burks. It's tipped. Allen with it, checked by Wall. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play.
Defensive foul.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Milwaukee.
I mean, those swats, they can get into your head, make you think twice about shooting it. So it's about more than just those block numbers.
Boy, I've liked the defensive persistence, hounding the opposition and forcing mistakes. As a result, coming up with steals, too.
Cousins, the pass to Wall. Off the mark there with a three.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm. He's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys. He just keeps firing away from distance. I know he's trying to get himself heated up, but at what cost?
Sends it home from three-point land.
Wow. What can you say?
Pass to Diallo. Oh, deflected. He swipes the ball away again.
Oh, he's able to anticipate their every move.
An absolute pest on the defensive end.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Baker, and that one is stuffed right through.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Here's Wall. Ilyasova with it. Checked by Wall. Shot is up. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Ilyasova's got 23 points. Pass to Stewart. Back to Wall.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Nabbing another steal.
He has been an absolute thief on the floor. Another steal.
And by the way, that swipe puts him tied for second all time for most steals in a game. What a defensive effort for him.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Stewart, and it's good. 2 points. Stewart's got his first points in this one.
Boy, a very capable passer. DeMarcus Cousins does a solid job recognizing where to go with the ball.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Outside Wall. Cousins for three. And it's Ilyasova with the rebound. Ilyasova's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Fires for three. And the Bucks hit again from deep.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Wall, the pass to Cousins. Right side Burks. And it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go. 41 seconds left in the third. 5 to shoot. The Pistons need to get one up quick. And Cousins throws it down.
That's not too difficult for DeMarcus Cousins now. I like that he doesn't settle for the layup there. Instead, throws it down.
Pass to Baker. And Wall comes to help. Releases. Another one falls for Milwaukee.
No misses for him yet in this quarter. Solid as a rock.
Now here's Diallo. Back to Wall for three. Baker grabs the board. Here's the three. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
That run punctuated by the big trifecta. They're on fire.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks, and they're up an insane amount going into the break. Their defense has forced a number of key turnovers, giving them a...
Fans, please give up a big round of applause.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first three quarters. Timeout called. Milwaukee. And now let's present our New Balance Player of the Game.
Think about this. He has owned this game from start to finish. Wow. So impressive. The defense literally looked helpless trying to stop him out there. He has been far and away the best player on the court, and it's not close.
Hey, these fans love him so much, and when he gets it going, they respond. The crowd's energy fueled his performance, setting the floor for the Pistons. We've got Amadou Diallo. Marcus Cousins is out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Magruder in at the shooting guard position. Here's Ilyasova. And the jam by Ilyasova.
Boy, I tell you what, it's been quite a night for the veteran Ilyasova. He's found a nice rhythm, and he's locked into it.
Walker passes to Cousins. Cousins with the screen. Magruder. Offline with a three.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Antetokounmpo for three. And another three for Milwaukee.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Diallo, no good. The Bucks have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Here's Kaladzikis, and it's Milwaukee scoring again.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Antetokounmpo for three. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his fifth shot in as many attempts.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Inside. Shot clock at 5. Will it go? Walker's shot is off. The Bucks have gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth.
Can't be thrown any better. That bounce pass hit him right in stride.
The Pistons have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Again, the miss by the Pistons. The Bucks have gotten all 6 shots to fall in the fourth quarter. Here's Allen. Wow! Now 10 for 10 after that one. He's on fire.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Driving inside, and it's Allen who slams it home.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Diallo with the ball, guarded by Antetokounmpo.
Some of it's good defense, and some of it's just poor shot selection. Either way, he's being shut out.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. You know, Clark, only a handful of teams have won more individual MVP awards than the Bucks.
That's really interesting, B.A., that you mentioned that. But that's how it goes when you have players like Kareem and Giannis walking through your door. And who knows, Giannis might have even more in him before he's done.
Milwaukee has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Here's Lynn. Pass to Omarui. And it's blocked.
Boy, the defensive chops of Ilyasova really coming into play here. I mean, quite surprising, actually impressive at how good he is at timing those shot blocks.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
And the Bucks call time here.
Make some noise. And here comes your forward court crew.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks.
Thanasis Antetokounmpo.
4-3. He buries it from 3. 23 points in the game.
And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Here's Lynn. It's Walker on the wing. Down low. Here's Cousins. Rejected by Antetokounmpo. Here's Ilyasova. And the jam by Ilyasova.
And that'll fire up your team. Great defensive play at one end and instant offense at the other.
Pass to Walker. A shot to stop the drought. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo has got 6 rebounds in the game. And Giannis throws it down.
Giannis continues to expand his offensive arsenal, and with that, his confidence and ability can actually take over more.
Milwaukee has gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. Here's Baker. Oh, connects again. Oh, and there's 80 points.
Oh, wow. Just wow. This guy is on another level.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Walker for 3. No good there. So Milwaukee will take it the other way.
Putting up a goose egg bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And Antetokounmpo, here we go.
On the drive, Giannis just dead. His stride and his sprint make him hard to handle once he gets going.
Lynn. Baker grabs the board.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Bagley's checked in for Detroit. Hampton comes in for Walker. Here's Baker. Drives to the hoop.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level.
Yet another steal from him.
A defensive terror all night long.
I've never seen anything like it. He's actually tied the record for most steals in a game.
He's really picked up where he left off in the first.
Pass to Hampton. Here's Magruder to end the run. It's deflected, and it's going to be out of bounds. Detroit will have another go, and we have to take another look at that block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Alec Burks.
Bagley finds Diallo. And here's Cousins for 3. Hampton. Baker grabs the board. He shoots. Another one falls for Milwaukee.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
The shot by Hampton, no good. With the drive, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Dependable at moving the ball. It doesn't stick with him. Ilyasova is all about doing what's best for the team.
Unfortunately for them, they're reeling at this point.
So true. Very little going their way right now at either end of the floor.
And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. Here's Baker. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Knocks it. He swipes the ball away again.
He's stolen his way into the record books.
A new single-game high for steals.
This has been their game plan here in the final period. We'll see if it continues to work out.
And you know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
Detroit calls timeout.
Look where it is, fans. It's your That was your Bucks breaker crew. Give up for them once again.
And the NBA enjoying the highest attendance numbers in the history of the league. Clark, compare the fan experience now to where it was in the 80s when you played.
BA, I don't know if there is any comparison. I mean, when you factor in the popularity of the league now with the various social media platforms that exist, the star magnitude power of the game's biggest stars worldwide, I just think it's a different time. More teams, more exposure, more platforms for exposure, and a real understanding of how to market the NBA globally. So fans have a way of engaging that didn't exist in the early 80s. It is simply amazing to watch Antetokounmpo sprint the floor like an Olympic track star, covering up so much ground with those long strides the way he does.
Out of bounds. Out of bounds. And so the ball out of bounds. Antetokounmpo touched it last. On defense, the Bucks. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession.
Detroit ball.
So it's Detroit now. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Pass to Cousins. And again, another missed shot. Here's Milwaukee. Shot from 12. Again, the Bucks. Good for two.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead. And right from the get-go, they stood out as the better team. Their hunger to dominate and play for each other was outstanding for the Bucks.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And this will give them their 7th win of the year.
But they've got 2 more chances to get some revenge. The matchup doesn't favor them, but against a conference opponent, they're going to battle hard.
And, you know, against a conference opponent who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
Antetokounmpo finds Antetokounmpo, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Count it. Good.
And that's exactly how you attack late. I love how he doesn't lack assertiveness.
That's well done there. I mean, don't even give him a chance to get to the block. Get in tight and finish at the rim.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Pistons ball.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Cousins. Diallo on the wing. Antetokounmpo covering.
Hey, the long arms of Ilyasova, an asset on defense. Really able to contest shots at a high level.
And so it's Milwaukee easily grabbing this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next time.